Hello guys, this is Nonya with the Mobile Life, and today I just wanted to kind of talk candidly about the topic of alopecia. I wanted to kind of delve into the topic of alopecia because I know that this is something that a lot of women are going through and experiencing, and also how it impacts their day-to-day life. Okay, what are the challenges, and then what are the effects on their self-esteem? Okay, so if you see me looking here, I'm just looking at my notes. Okay, all right, so let's dive into things like how does hair impact a woman? Okay, the Bible calls our hair as the hair of a woman as the glory of a woman. So when a woman starts losing their natural hair, which the Bible calls their glory, and then the different kinds of alopecia, whether it's alopecia universalis, alopecia androgenetic, traction alopecia, alopecia aretha. There are different types of alopecia, but regardless of the type, the pattern, the cause of the alopecia, we have to understand that this has a lasting impact on the person, especially when you're dealing with women. I know there are different kinds of alopecia also when it deals with men, including male pattern baldness and things like that. But specifically when it comes to women, how does it affect them, their appearance, and how can women with alopecia, embrace their new life, their new self, and embrace a different standard of beauty, learning to accept themselves and continue to enhance their self-esteem. Okay, so even with alopecia, for a lot of women, they still have some hair left, and of course they still have a scalp. So things like taking care of our hair, our maintenance of our hair, things like cleansing, prioritizing even prioritizing things like self-care is very important, and keeping it also a healthy scalp environment. Okay, because we still have to maintain our scalp. So we have to also remember that hydration is key. Okay, so keeping our hair hydrated, including things, having things like leave-in conditioners, deep conditioning, and things like that will help to promote and enhance healthy hair growth. Okay, and even just maintaining the hair that we have. So just yesterday I had a client who has, I believe it's traction alopecia, who has lost all her edges. She reached out to me, and this is someone that the last time I serviced her was 2 years ago, in 2021. At the time of this video, we're in 2023. So she reached out to me and she was asking about my services. Am I still currently working as a professional braider, which I am still, a mobile braider. And she was like, she wanted to do something with her hair involving wigs and things like that. Now, mind you, when I was doing her hair in the past, I was just doing regular braids. But even before I encountered her, even before I started doing her services, she already had that alopecia, and around her edges was completely gone. So the reason why she stopped my services was because she wanted to take time and let her hair rest, and also try to find ways to grow her hair. But after 2 years, that still has not worked. So now she's going into weaves and wigs. Okay, what she can do to be able to like lace wigs and things, to be able to cover up what is lost. Okay, so going into that, so apart from things like maintaining the hair, things like that will enhance the self-esteem, obviously, is things like styling, being able to style your hair in a way that will cover up the parts that are missing, and also help you to just feel good, feel great, and feel confident. Okay, because confidence is key. Okay, so going into that, also things like stylish scarves and turbans and things like that are also protective in a way that they're protecting your scalp. I came across someone who was actually the mother of one of my clients, but she had alopecia completely. Her hair was completely gone. and she wore her hair like that. She didn't wear any scarves or wigs or weaves. But she did tell me that she wears a lot of hats and things like that in the summertime because the sun directly comes on her scalp and causes sunburn and causes a lot of issues with her scalp. So she has to protect her scalp from really intense weather. So that's another thing to kind of think about. Okay, so things like turbans, scarves, and things like that can make you stylish and fashionable, but at the same time causing protection. Okay, so we must remember that. And then another thing, accessories, nice earrings, and other things like that also will help to enhance our overall appearance. Okay, so we know that alopecia definitely has its challenges and everything, and dealing with alopecia on a day-to-day, especially for women, it has a special challenge. Okay, but it does not mean that because one has alopecia that they have to forget about themselves. There are still ways to style. There are things like wigs and weaves that pertain to even people like going through like chemotherapy and cancer patients and everything. They have certain specialized wigs and weaves, and as a matter of fact, there are people that specialize in specifically creating weaves and wigs, and things like that, lace wigs and things that customize exactly to the hair of patients that have lost their hair due to medical conditions. Somebody has reached out to me that found me online, and they wanted their hair done. She said that she had lupus, has had it for years, and she has lost all the front of her hair. Okay, and then because I didn't specialize in alopecia, it was not something that I was actually taking any kind of interest in. I just listened to her, but I told her that I wasn't providing the services. But now, as I'm getting more and more people and seeing that there's a lot of interest and a lot of need in this particular part, in this particular section, especially dealing with alopecia, I'm taking more interest into it. People have lost their edges, like the one that approached me yesterday, and some that have lost most of their hair but still want to look good and still want to appear presentable and things like that, and still have that, carry that confidence, with wigs or weaves or whatever, or whatever they choose to do. Okay, so it's something that I'm actually taking more and more interest in. And as a matter of fact, I did a blog article on this. I'm going to post the link to my blog that you can check out the article. And it was talking about, the topic was Enhancing Beauty, a comprehensive guide to alopecia hair care and protective styles. Okay, so it delves more into the topic and as it relates to alopecia, hair care, and protective styles. So so this is the mobile life today. This is Nanya with the mobile life, and hopefully you have learned something, or at least you kind of, I made you a little bit more aware of alopecia and as opposed as it relates to how it affects women, and really people of all ages. And I hope you like this video, share, subscribe, and remain blessed. Thank you for watching.